Hello, good afternoon. Where is your family? This is where your family is. I am Akil Vincent Gloria Adaize, hosting you this afternoon on the Sunday Show. This is the Sunday Show, a show for everyone in the family. Call your loved ones, daddy, mommy. We are here for you this afternoon. And I'm not alone in the studio. The handsome Future is here with me. Future.
Yeah, welcome to your ultimate weekend companion, the Sunday Show. Today we have an exciting lineup for you all. We have trends, latest trends, happenings all around us. We're also going to have important conversations about keeping our children safe in today's society. So sit back, relax, stay tuned, and let's get the show on the road.
Yes, stay tuned and let's get the show on the road. We have exciting program for you this afternoon. This is NTA Channel 10 Lagos, the station for excellence. We want you to join us as we go on this ride this afternoon, 26th day of January 2027. We are ready for you. We have going on a sports segment now. Where we'll come back, we'll continue with the show.
Peace all over the world. I'm bringing peace to your doorstep. Praise it and be blessed. Message. Oh, we need peace in this nation. Everybody, we need peace in this nation. Mr. President, we need peace in this nation. We the little children, we need peace in this nation. See inside yourself and ask yourself a question. In a this nation, are we for generation? Why we so greedy? This is always my question. Many illiterates, no education. Many parents, no get solution. If you know what right, the money is the solution. Our daughters fall into prostitution along the lines of commit abortion. Wasted generation. Many brothers, they cause provocation. Evil are prominent, no smooth operation. All this kind of thing to people to frustration. In the name of Jesus, there is training this nationwide. Almighty Jaja, come to our rescue. Send down your angel to protect your people. Let us only those who are worthy. They walk in by your place of trust. Guide our leaders, protect their families, increase their knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, so they can lead us to better tomorrow. Oh, my people, children of Jehovah, let's come together as one lovely people. No time for quarrel, nagging, no fighting. I come against the spirit of distraction. All I preach is peace to the nation. Oh, yo, let peace reign. Peace to the nation. Peace to the nation. Peace to the nation. Oh, peace to the nation. Peace to the nation. Oh, peace to the nation. Oh, peace to the nation. Oh, peace to the nation. The children are the leaders of tomorrow. Secure the future for the leaders of tomorrow. May they not grow, come go the guru. I come against the spirit of fulu. Makeluri, we can your battle train your children for better tomorrow. Secure job that way they go work, where they grow. Remember, and I told my niece the devil was sure. You and I know. Oh, yo, peace to the nation. Peace to the nation. Peace to the nation. Oh, peace to the nation. Peace to the nation. Oh, peace to the nation. Oh, peace to the nation. Oh, peace to the nation. Peace in the nation. Music from Kino Decent. Kill it.
Okay, Stan is you.
Yeah, A lovely afternoon out there to you as I welcome you to the Sunday Show Sports segment. I remain your sincere Stanley Tuford, and today we are good to go. The countdown for the 2025 Total Energy AFCON Nations Cup begins tomorrow, the 27th day of January 2024, in the city of Rabat, Morocco. CAF tomorrow will be conducting the draws for the 2025 AFCON Nations Cup, which is taking place later in the year by December. Actually, the game was supposed to take place between June, July, but because of the expanded World Club Cup is taking place, and because of that, CAF have to move the AFCON Nations Cup to Sunday, 21st December 2025, while the final will be held in 18th January 2026. Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt, Burkina Faso, Mali are all in the tournaments. What is the hope of Nigeria in this next Nations Cup? Remember, the last Nations Cup, Nigeria came second with a silver medal, losing the final and the cup to the hosts and eventual winner, Cote d'Ivoire. Tomorrow we will know who our next opponents will be, and we have teams like Cameroon, Algeria, DR Congo, Senegal, Egypt, Uganda, South Africa, Gabon, Tunisia, Nigeria, Zambia, Mali, Zimbabwe, Comoros Island, Sudan, Benin Republic, Tanzania, Botswana, and Mozambique. Ghana is out. How did you see it? Nigeria's biggest rivalry in the Nations Cup. Well, also within the week, CAF announced a change in the draws. They did the upper week, 15th January, for the CHAN Nations Cup. In Group D, Nigeria was placed alongside Senegal, Sudan, and Congo. Along the line, CAF sanctioned and suspended Congo, replacing it with Equatorial Guinea. So, Equatorial Guinea will now be Nigerian opponent at the CHAN Nations Cup and no more Congo. Why? Because Congo fielded an ineligible player against Equatorial Guinea. Though they won, but CAF have to reverse back the decision, and Congo were penalized out of the tournament to be replaced by Equatorial Guinea. And how do we see Equatorial Guinea in the group of Nigeria in the CHAN Nations Cup? Tomorrow also we'll get to know our opponent at the Nations Cup. Away from that, let's go to the Nigeria Professional Football League. Nigeria Professional Football League entered week 20 yesterday after the long break for the first stanza of the league. Yesterday, matches were played. Sunshine of Akure started on a winning note after losing to Ikorodu United in the reverse last match. But yesterday, Sunshine of Akure defeated Ikorodu United. And the surprise package was in Enugu, where coach Fidelis Ilechukwu lost at home to Enugu, to Nasarawa United. It wasn't pleasant for Ilechukwu after coming a long way, and mind you, Rangers are the current defending champion of the Nigerian Professional League, and they are not doing that good either. Today, matches will be played in Uyo. Aqua United, with their poor showing, will be hosting Remo Stars. While in Owerri, Dan Ayam Stadium in Owerri, Atlan of Owerri will be the host, the guest of Lobby Star. We can see that Lobby Star too is not performing really good this season. We don't know what's the difference, what's the problem. They've changed coach, Dan Amokachi, who is now the technical director. With the coach now handling them, things are not moving fine for Lobby Star. With that, they still have a 3-point reduction from the Nigerian Nigerian League Management Committee. Katsina United yesterday Katsina United match was postponed. Today, matches will be played, and I will urge you to go out there and support your team. Tomorrow, there's a match too that will be played, Eyimba versus Bendel Insurance. Within the week, matches for week 21 will also be played. And next week, Sunday, we'll give you all the results of what happened. Finally, the English Premier League. Here we come. Yesterday, matches were played. We saw how Manchester City with Chelsea played out a 3-1 draw. This already is giving Man City an upper edge against Chelsea. Man City have moved to the 4th position, dropping Chelsea to the 6th position. Matches like Bournemouth playing a 4-0 win over Newcastle. Newcastle is one of the top flying teams for this season EPL, and we saw what happened to them yesterday. Today, there will be matches. Aston Villa versus West Ham, Fulham with Alex Iwobi against Manchester United. And we also see a match between the leader, which is Liverpool, yesterday, maintaining and consolidating their on top of the table. Presently, Liverpool is topping after 22 matches with 53 points, followed by Arsenal that won narrowly away to Wolves yesterday, 1-0, and that one have boosted their chance. They are now second with 47 points. Nottingham Forest, with the loss yesterday to Bournemouth 4-0, still maintain the 3rd position with 44 points. While Man City have moved to the 4th position with 41 points. Newcastle is now in the 5th position, while Chelsea is on the 6th position. Bournemouth is on the 7th position, and Aston Villa is on the 8th position. Before we end the match, I want to quickly dwell on David Moyes. Last week, we discussed about David Moyes returning back to Everton, where he spent 12 years and left, was away, and is back with Everton. His first match last week, he won. And yesterday again, he won 2 matches on a roll. What is the magic for David Moyes? Well, let's see how it goes till the end of the season. Will David Moyes be able to rescue Everton from the relegation zone? Who are the teams that are going for the relegation zone? Presently, we have Southampton, Ipswich, Leicester City. Leicester City today is meeting Tottenham. Anything that happens away from them winning or drawing, we'll see them still rooted to the last 3 of the bottom table. Well, let's see what's going to happen from there. today, Fulham, Man City, Fulham, Manchester United, Everton versus Tottenham, and Aston Villa versus West Ham. Make time there, enjoy yourself, and go and have great fun.
The thief here. Agreement. On your phone, not your Siava, the fake there. When you had the non-complete, a simple street, no complete. Isn't it from 100? When it's only man, it happened. Fino on the highway. Here is the highway. Omaka highway. Chalumna highway. Owamna highway. To be on a highway. And the chocolate butter and highway. The band, why me? The band, why
At Solar Plastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Solar Plastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Solar Plastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Weekend companion, the Sunday show. They say fabrics is the art, fashion is the canvas, our wardrobes should be masterpieces. And this was evident at the just opened Jumrash fabric shop at Banex Mall, Lekki Phase 1. Let's go there and check out how it all went down.
It is more of a dream come true as Jumrash Ashokian Fabrics International opens another branch at Banex Mall Shop 4, Lekki Phase 1. Jumrash, a dealer in Swiss lace, HKG lace, Edgare, velvet, men fabrics, Ankara, and lots more.
As you are making these promises, you ask your power and your presence open up this place. Keep all manner of reproach away. And let the grace of business success overwhelm this place. And the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, we defend this business exponentially to prosperity in Jesus' name.
My business is everywhere. I'm in Abuja, Ikeja, Ogba, Lagos, and now we're opening. We've opened a branch in Lekki before, and now we're opening another one. So I think we're accessible everywhere. You order us online, we pay attention to you. We're into Swiss fabric that you get from Switzerland, HOH, HKG, and you can see that it's not only Ashoki you're seeing here, and we are into a traditional ready to wear outfit. You just come inside, pick, and then go for any event you want to go for. As far as African attire concerned.
Are you looking for a one-stop shop where you can do all your shopping, making yourself look good and elegant? You don't need to look further. Jumash is a place to be.
We do actually as high as 5,000 people, so I don't think getting even more than 1,000 will be an issue. We do a lot of people. I mean, actually, basically, that's what I do. Okay, we have HKG, HOH. Like the HOH here, some of them are about $2,000. And we have filters, Ankara, Adire, a lot of it. You can pay on delivery, and you can pay before delivery. Out of Nigeria, anywhere we do delivery. Like most of the African shops in the United States, London, I supply them the African attire. So, and we've been on it for over 20 years. Now we are trying to rebrand and bring more designs out and take Ashoke to the next level, which people are now using Ashoke to make dress. Like what I'm wearing is Ashoke patches.
The way you're dressed is the way you'll be dressed. Is the same. These came to fore as friends and business associates also bear the mind about Jumash fabrics.
Programs, events, Ashoke, she's the best. And you can get all you want from Jumash. She has all the qualities it takes for any occasion. So I recommend Jumash for every event. She's into Ashoke, and you can see she's into wristwatch. She does a lot of business that will beautify a woman and beautify a man. She's a correct businesswoman. When it comes to Ashoke in Nigeria, Jumash is the best. She does nationwide delivery, and her delivery is just too swift. Like I ordered this yesterday, and I got it yesterday. Almost in less than 1 hour, I got to deliver to the mainland.
For your next occasion and placement of order nationwide, contact Jumash Ashoke on jumashashoke@.com, www.jumashashoke.com on Facebook, Jumash Ashoke, and other social media handles.
Those are beautiful words there. Do well to patronize them. Beautiful things are hard to come by, and those are beautiful words. Please do well to patronize them. And now we take you to our artist testimony, Jaga, who had a 24-hour outreach. What is the program about? It's a 24-hour program tagged One Jesus, One Church, One Hallelujah. It was a beautiful event. Let us enjoy the clip.
Street Gospel Movement of Love Worldwide Film and Arts Department organized its annual Mandate Outreach Concert for 2025 with the theme One Jesus Church Hallelujah, liberating people from sins and joining the gospel. The organizer of the event spoke about the concert and the inspiration behind it.
This is our 5th year. We've been doing this for over 5 years. This is our 5th years now, and we are still going. We don't look, we have different concerts, but this is where I grow. Especially this field here is an history field. This is where somebody gave me flyer and make me born again.
I don't know where you were going. I like that somebody will tell you they don't know Jaga.
Other ministers present spoke about the gathering.
Represent Jesus, number one, and to be part of what God is doing through His amazing man of God, Testimony Jaga.
Testimony Jaga is very, very passionate about what he calls conflict. Alagbado. And every year he brings all of us to this place, to speak God's blessings.
I feel very fulfilled to be part of this, to have ministered to people, and lives have been blessed.
I want to bless God for the lives of Testimony Jaga and the Christ Embassy Love Ward for putting this together.
We're here to take the gospel to every man's word.
The concert, as you can see, is beautiful, all about soul winning.
I'm so excited that I'm here.
The Lord Jesus Christ is coming soon. Stay ready.
The concert at this time, at this place, is God's plan. He had taken away a lot of wrongs.
The concert was an exhilarating experience, featuring gospel songs that thrilled the audience.
Concerts have on the society. Up next, we have this clip where we talk about old school music and modern music. Gloria, how does old school music make you feel? Do you still listen to old school music?
Why not? Of course. Old school music will kind of make you to remember your old school days. Because we old school, I can count myself as an old school personality. Yeah. We believe that people nowadays, artists nowadays are nowhere, measure with the old school music. So I believe, well, if you want to blend, you can have a blend of the both musical genres, both the old school and the new school. You can combine them together. But if you want me to choose, I'll go for the old school.
Okay, well, I see myself as hybrid. I still enjoy old school while still enjoying modern music as well. This documentary we're about to show will explain what we see and what we enjoy from old school music compared to modern music. Let's check it out.
Children, are you ready for care? If you love life, you go plan when you hear me, sir. If you love me, you go wait for me.
In the vibrant tapestry of Nigeria's musical heritage, old school tunes stand as timeless treasures, echoing the laughter, joy, and unity of generations. Over the decades, old school tunes have played a crucial role in bringing people together, fostering bonding between the old and young.
During our father's time then, with the little experience I had with the old school music, I think they make a positive impact.
There are some songs that when you listen to them today, you will have certain nostalgic feelings. You remember the past, you remember activities of your youth, and also most of these songs are songs that have a lot of content that people can still go back to.
For many elderly Nigerians, these songs are not just music, they are the soundtrack of a life lived, a history shared, and a culture passed down. These old school tunes have influenced modern Nigerian music genres like highlife, juju, and Afrobeat classic.
It has a lot of impact because I think maybe the younger ones now, at least they learn from the old school music.
Now you have Afro pop.
Afro Juju, Afro this, Afro that. They are all from Afrobeat. The only difference is that the way they created their own lyrics then is different from the way they create lyrics now.
The incorporation of traditional African rhythms and instruments into modern day sounds can be traced back to the likes of Fela Kuti and King Sunny Ade. The use of polyrhythmic beats and engaging hooks has been adapted and evolved by modern artists like Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Ashake, creating a vibrant sound that resonates globally. Collaborations between Wizkid and Sunny Ade, Tubaba and Victor Olaya's Baby Joro. Provide a perfect blend of old school and modern vibes, the classic fusion of the past and present. These collaborations truly showcase the rich musical heritage of Nigeria. The influence of old school tunes is evident in the way modern Nigerian music celebrates cultural heritage while innovating and pushing boundaries.
Modern music is just, see, what they do is just to entertain.
I will give modern music 30%. Old school, 70%.
Overall, the influence of old school tunes is evident in the way modern Nigerian music celebrates our cultural heritage while innovating and pushing boundaries. We celebrate the emotional and cultural impact these melodies have had on the elderly and how it resonates with the young.
Yeah, this is still the Sunday show on NTA Channel 10 Lagos, the station for excellence. Where would you rather be? We are here with you. And we have a special guest in the house. But before we bring in our guest, I hope you enjoyed that clip of old school and new school musical concert. It was a beautiful one. And we, the old school, we enjoyed it. It's a complete blend. So let us enjoy both the old school and the new school together. And now we have some pastors who are, because we are still fresh in the new year. It's still a new year. They have some new year messages of hope, messages of resilience, because I want to enjoin you to keep on keeping on despite the economic situation. You can still make it. So I want to hear what the pastors have to say. Let us enjoy the clip from the pastors.
5 on Forbes, religious leaders across Nigeria are sharing powerful testimonies of hope, faith, and redemption. According to them, 2025 brings a new ray of hope and aspiration, and the need to serve God at all times remain a crucial message.
2025 is a year of acceleration for individuals, for organizations, for churches, and for the country at large.
You see, a church in a community or a mosque in a community is supposed to be a light in that community. The community should be able to know that God's people are here. And because God's people live in this community, they are supposed to see the love of God. They are supposed to experience the love of God. They are supposed to experience peace and tranquility. Because a religious body like a church in a community supposed to attract the blessings of God upon that community.
Members of our church and even other people who we find worthy to handle money in their various businesses, we give them soft loans, not because we have it, but also, like I said, because we want to pull people out of poverty. And we will not wait until we have 10 billion naira to be able to share to pull people out of poverty.
Nigeria should improve on taking care of the poor, the disadvantaged, the poor of the poor, the vulnerable. The government should be concerned, because actually government is appointed by God to take care of the destitute, because the privileged people, the rich people can afford security for themselves, can afford food, but when you talk about the populace, the population, they cannot afford food, they cannot afford transportation. So
The government should protect these ones more.
This war is temporal. You understand me? And any position they are occupying, they should see it also as temporal. You understand me? There's no position that is permanent in life. You get it now. Therefore, they have been given that opportunity. God has granted them the grace to be in that position. Therefore, they should try to do what will make the masses to be happy.
The challenging times, God is always there. The journey of the Israelites. Each time they are faced with challenges, they go back to God. And all till today, our God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. If we all go back to God, God is ready to give us a way out.
They emphasize that despite the challenges facing the country, Nigerians should remain steadfast in their faith and trust in God's plan.
All right, I hope we continue with our New Year resolutions. We continue with what we promised to do with ourselves in terms of personal growth and improvement, progress over the year, and not just we doing our New Year resolutions by January and then by February we have abandoned them. No. I hope we continue them for the rest of the year. All right. Our next guest is a legal practitioner. She's a child advocate. She's a child forensic interviewist. Her name is Bisi Kayode. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
It's lovely to have you on our show, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes. May we meet you? What do you do, ma'am?
My name is Bisi Ajayi Kayode. Okay. I'm the CEO of the Checheyara Child Advocacy Center, an NGO that was established to support children that have been sexually abused and at risk and their non-offending families with a professional one-stop response of services, including a child helpline, legal, medical, psychosocial, shelter services, awareness prevention trainings for children, adults, both professionals, educators, and community groups. Our curriculum are research-based and evidence-informed to help children.
Okay, so what's your experience so far with child abuse? Is a delicate topic in our present society today. So what do you feel about child abuse? What have you seen so far?
Child abuse is both a public health and human rights crisis. With no strata of the society, with no nation, no group of people immune from it. It's as delicate, as heinous as the COVID-19 virus. It's a heinous crime that is quite distinct from other crimes. Unlike other crimes that are able to detect, child sexual abuse is difficult to detect. It can happen under your nose for years, and it often occurs in secrecy, with only the perpetrator and the victim as witnesses. Therefore, it requires specialized professional service interventions. And one problem we have is that most people do not know what child sexual abuse is. And for this occasion, I'd like to encourage everyone to adopt the World Health Organization's definition of child sexual abuse: engagement of a minor in any form of sexual activity. And when we are saying a minor, when we are saying a child, anyone below the age of 18 years is a child. It doesn't matter if he or she has acquired a university degree. It doesn't matter if the perpetrator is not aware of the age. Child sexual abuse can be contactual or not contactual. Most people are often familiar with the contactual child sexual abuse, which includes inappropriate touching, outright defilement, sexual assault by penetration. But we also have non-verbal abuses. We have online child sexual abuse, sextortions, exhibitionism, voyeurism, when children are exposed to naked bodies, are forced to watch pornography. It could also be verbal, in the sense of using foul and profane languages to children. And you describe a child in a manner that is foul that is offensive. And child sexual abuse is often not a lonely crime. It works hand in hand with physical abuse, emotional abuse, and financial injury. Oftentimes, you see perpetrators inflicting assault and battery on the child to overpower the child's will and emotion. And I must sound a note of warning here. There's no way a child can give visual consent to a sexual activity. What we see is inculcation of secrecy, threats, intimidation, and coercion. If you want me to pay your school fees, I have to see your nakedness. That's what we are seeing. And then the strategy deployed by pedophiles is what we call grooming. It's well calculated and well carried out. It could be in forms of threats, coercion, favoritism, in forms of risky jokes. For example, we have in the Western culture, a friend of a man can come and see his daughter and say, "This your daughter is beautiful. My wife, my wife, my wife." And before you know it, the child gets accustomed to it and just draw the child to a corner. Let's do what man and wife say. A classical example is that of wild animals in the safari. If you watch your National Geographic channel or you are familiar with wildlife, you will see that the leopard, the hyena, or the lion, when they are hungry, they don't strike immediately. They will hide in the one corner and be looking at the pack of goats, smacking his lips, looking deeply and curiously to look for the gap. And once it identifies this is my prey, it keeps charging. It could be a calf that's just been born, the one separated from the one from a broken leg. And when it starts charging, you see other bigger animals running in front of it. He doesn't care jack about them. He's the one he has identified. And pedophiles have a way of identifying a child that has been sexually abused before. It's easy. And you know, if the child has been so surprised and they look for gaps, if a child is hungry, they offer food. A child that is not treated with respect and dignity, that is often scolded, shouted upon, and they come with dignity, some form of dignity. "Hi, how are you? My dear, would you like to sit down?" And they also work at earning the trust and respect of the child and the caregiver so that they let down their guard. "Oh, madam, are you tired? Let me go and help you pick the kids in school." And 90% of pedophiles are those who have legal, regular, and easy access to the child. When you see child sexual abuse, please don't look too far. It's either a family member, the school bus driver, the religious leader, the teacher in the school, or a neighbor. And like I said, it goes on for years. That's why they inculcate the child into sexuality, dysfunctional sexual activities, overpowering their will, mind, and emotion. And they often succeed in even making the child feel guilty. It's your fault, you enjoyed it, you know, blah, 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 and all that. So we need to be active, and it's our collective response. Child sexual abuse transcends the ecosystem. Exactly. Somebody may ask, how do I identify a pedophile? We've done our research, and global evidence has proven there's no benchmark, there are no standards to identify a pedophile. They look regular, normal, like you and I. It's just like you're sitting beside somebody, you don't know if the person has been infected with HIV/AIDS or the COVID-19 virus. You never know. And they are very smart at what they do. The dynamics, the strategies keep changing. That's why at Checheyara Child Advocacy Center, we are not stopping at anything to help children regain their innocence. Any organization, any country, any community that does not protect its child does not have a future. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a very good program that you are holding in Checheyara.
Checheyara is a Hausa word that means save the child. No matter what you do for a child, if that child is not protected from sexual abuse, that child is not safe.
So this afternoon we are discussing the collective response of child protection from sexual abuse, which you have introduced to us, and we see the good work you are doing, and we want you to keep up with it.
Thank you.
Then we have some questions here. Now, what do you think the government is not doing enough to protect the child from sexual abuse?
Well, when you say the government, are you talking about the state government or the federal government?
Both the state, the federal, even the local government.
Well, let's start from our constituency. Lagos State is a trailblazer, and the federal government, they are trying. There are 5 benchmarks through which you assess whether a government is doing well or not. Number 1, do we have the laws and policies? Yes. From the Child Rights Convention to the Child Rights Act that have been ratified in about 34 states, to the Child Rights Law of Lagos State, yeah. Excuse me. We also have the Lagos State Child Protection Policy and mandatory reporting policy. Great. Now, access to justice. Lagos State government is doing so well. You have many platforms through which you can report. At Checheyara, we have succeeded in providing the very first children telecommunications platform, a child helpline that is available 24/7, 0800 800 801, where children and concerned adults can receive professional counseling, information, care,
Please
emergency.
repeat that number, please.
The number is 0800 800 801. It's toll free. You don't need airtime. When you call, we pay. The only thing is make sure your phone is well charged. It's available in 24/7 in Yoruba, English, Hausa, and Igbo languages.
All right.
But one thing we need more is awareness. All
right. Thank you so much for that tool line. I hope you guys had it. Please call whenever you feel the need to. A quick one. Let's quickly go on a break. Let's hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back to you.
Thank you.
Plastics. Customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sun Plastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sun Plastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Straight to the point, don't you know it's a time. Say you don't need to the you don't need to the and you only need to let me know.
All right, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we are still on the Sunday show, your ultimate weekend companion. Today we are with child advocate, Madam BC Kayode. There are some people who would like to support this. They already support it morally, but they do not have the finances to continue with their support. How would you advise such people go about their cause?
You mean supporting
protecting children from sexual abuse?
Okay. Apart from finances, I think the best support you can give to a child is on case reporting.
Okay.
Don't wait until that child has been abused. On the basis of mere suspicion, that's why I'm so much in love with the Lagos State Child Protection and mandatory reporting policy. We go to the Office of the Public Defender, the Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, all are critical partners in child advocacy. They're doing a lot of work. You just go there and you can report to us. If you don't have the logistics, we'll support you. Just give us the details of the child. We help rescue the child. Another thing you can do is to be well informed. A lot of well-wishers, concerned citizens have watched cases because they don't know how to handle disclosures. If a child discloses to you, you first of all stay calm and treat that child with respect and dignity. Shaming and blaming a victim has botched a lot of cases. Tell that child, thank you for telling me how we help you. You need to know what child sexual abuse is, like I've told, is contactual or not contactual. You need to minimize the opportunity for it to occur. Then you need to generate awareness, spread the word. You need to be an active bystander. Then you need to know the signs. Oftentimes, children have a two-way communication, show and tell. At Checheyara, we listen to not just what the child is saying, what the child is not saying. If a child is asking you a question about sex 3-4 times, just know something has happened to that child. If you see a dysfunctional behavior in a child, people will conclude, oh, she's bad, it's bad. That child is seeking for attention. You see depression, you see insomnia, you see dangerous lifestyles, you see some youth driving the car dangerously, drug and alcohol use, drop in academic performance, then you need to come to the rescue of that child. And don't react vehemently, and please don't go and confront the perpetrator. Allow law enforcement to do their job. The Nigerian Police Lagos State Command and the Gender Desk and the Family Support Unit have been so supportive in carrying out investigations and rescuing children. So it's not just about money you need to be enforced, then you can support. Because oftentimes these children need to be relocated from the offending environment. At Chechira, we have specialized children's shelter, a safe, neutral, and regulated environment where children who have been abused and they are not of any families can regain their sense of safety. One thing is to seek medical attention. The mental health, the trauma, it transcends from childhood to adulthood. You see a lot of criminals, you will not find out that why they were misled is because of the child sexual abuse they experienced, because nobody believed them. You need to acknowledge the child's bravery. You need to believe that child. Then somebody may ask, but children, they tell lies. Yes, children tell lies. But when it comes to issues of child sexual abuse, they hardly tell lies because they have enough self-esteem. Even for an adult to come and say, I was raped, it's difficult. So please let us be sensitive to respond to these children in a child-friendly and trauma-informed manner. So if you don't know what to do, you can call us on 0800 800 801 to rescue these children.
Please repeat that one more time.
0800 800 801. You see something, you say something. You see something, you say something to Checheyara. 0800 800 801, your best connection to child protection services. We'll let you know the law enforcement police station to go to, the social services welfare to go to. Critical support that the child needs. Structural counseling sessions and forensic interview, because oftentimes you don't know how to even elicit information from children. Questioning children requires special skill. Forensic interview is a structural process of eliciting evidential information from a child about a crime or an event the child has experienced in an age-appropriate and developmentally sensitive manner, using forensic interview and equipment. The way you question an auditory learner is different from the way you question a child that is a graphic learner. Oftentimes they are too traumatized. That's why we use anatomical dolls, and it's recorded, encrypted, and shown to law enforcement and interested parties so that everybody will be able to make cogent interventions. It requires a multidisciplinary team approach. A single agency cannot respond to child protection. We say, oh, we've seen the doctor, we've seen the police, we've seen the psychologist. No, everybody working together without schism to ensure protection for our children.
So, quickly, I want to, because this is a problem in our society now. What do you think we can do to curb this menace in the society?
First and foremost, I want to announce that child sexual abuse is unacceptable. We need to end negative and sociocultural norms, especially the ones that profile toxic forgiveness. Forgive and forget. Yes, we'll forgive, but just forgiveness does not mean absence of justice.
Okay.
Yes, because we need to take these pedophiles off the streets. They are security risk. You understand? The way we guard ourselves with personal protective equipment. Oh, I don't want to contact the COVID-19 virus. The way we fleet our rooms every night, we don't want mosquito, use mosquito net. That's why we must barricade our environment, safer environments for children. Then we need to be enlightened about the changing dynamics of child sexual abuse, the agencies available, and what are the support services needed for a victim and non-offending families. Because when the child is sexually abused, it's not the child alone as an individual that's affected. There's no parent or caregiver that prays for it. Even if you're an educator, you've spent maybe 2-3 years teaching a child in school, now find out that this child died out of being defiled and nobody gets to know. You won't be happy. Even if you're a religious leader, it happens under your roof for a traditional leader. You will not like that. So we need to get ourselves well informed like we do in Chechira. We will tell you what to do. Please, let's not take matters into our hand. It takes training and continuous training. Then awareness creation. Zero tolerance for child sexual abuse.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ma. We are glad to have you. And we cannot, if we continue, maybe we'll just have the whole day because it's ready to dish more. And we are learning from this. We hope to have you maybe very soon. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Future. Can you just...
Well, yeah, we appreciate your coming in today. I know for a fact that we've definitely learned more from you coming on. And I hope we all pay more attention as adults in the society. We all pay more attention to our words, our children. In the words of Sir Chris, the main presenter on the show, he would say, do you know where your children are? I feel this topic is one thing that aligns well with that saying. Do you know where your children are? Do you know what they are doing? Thank you so much for appearing on the show.
Yeah,
I appreciate your presence.
Children are not just recipients of instructions and care. They are government agencies with their own fundamental human rights, and they should be treated as such. A child you don't treat with respect and dignity, you don't take care of, will not be there for you in future. It's never a child's fault. Let's stop all this shaming and blaming. And if you abuse as a child, and the trauma, the post-traumatic stress disorders, you're still experiencing them, please reach out to us. We are not alone. We have both local government and international partners working with us. We help children to regain their innocence again. So let's keep the flag flying. 0800 800 801. Thank you.
Thank you for being here with us. We are glad to have you here today. So we want to close the show for today. Next week we'll be here, and stay tuned where your family is. Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
You don't need to the phone. I you only need to let me know. You don't know what you want. So you don't need to the God. You don't need to the phone. I you only need to let me know. So you know what you're driving me crazy. I'm feeling so crazy. You're driving me crazy. I'm feeling so crazy. You like it, but you know be fine. And you like it, but you show us fine. And so every play I do is fine. Don't know. So you tell me, and I will let you. So we go, be this straight to the point, we know it's a time. So you don't need to the you don't need to the and you only need to let me know. You don't know you want. So you don't need to the you don't need to the and you only need to let me know. You don't know what you